Hello viewers, welcome back to Journey Beyond Maps, and today we are going to explore Highgate Cemetery, England, so keep watching the video and subscribe our channel. Highgate Cemetery is located in North London, England, is a place of burial designed by architect Stephen Geary. The cemetery is divided into two parts, the West Cemetery and the East Cemetery. The cemetery was established in 18391 as part of a plan to provide 7 large modern cemeteries, known as the Magnificent Seven, around the outside of central London. The initial design was by architect and entrepreneur Stephen Geary. The cemetery was consecrated on Monday, 20th of May, 1839. The cemetery covers an area of approximately 15 hectares, 37 acres. The West Cemetery covers some 7 hectares of steeply sloping ground. There are approximately 170,000 people buried in around 53,000 graves across the West and East cemeteries. The cemetery is notable for its wealth of Gothic tombs and buildings, reflecting the Victorian attitude to death and its presentation. It occupies a spectacular south-facing hillside site slightly downhill from the top of Highgate Hill, next to Waterloo Park. In 1854, a further 19 acres, 8 ha, to the southeast of the original area, across Swains Lane, was bought to form the eastern part of the cemetery. This opened in 1861. Despite beginning to fall into disrepair in the 1930s, a decline that accelerated through the 1960s, restoration work began in the mid-1970s and continues today. Highgate Cemetery is a treasure trove of biodiversity, especially considering its location in the heart of London 1. The cemetery has grown into a sanctuary for a variety of wildlife and plants. The cemetery is home to an abundant array of wildlife, including around 40 species of birds and 20 different types of butterflies. You can also spot other creatures like foxes, owls, and badgers during your visit. In terms of flora, the cemetery is rich with a variety of plants, including wildflowers, overgrown ivy, and ferns. These plants not only add to the cemetery's aesthetic appeal, but also play a crucial role in supporting the local ecosystem. They provide food and shelter for the cemetery's diverse wildlife and are an essential part of the habitat. One of the most notable features of the cemetery is the ancient cedar tree, around which the Circle of Lebanon, a circular terrace of catacombs, was built. This tree is a testament to the cemetery's age and its coexistence with nature. Moreover, Highgate Cemetery is also host to rare cave spiders. These spiders are another example of the unique biodiversity that thrives in this historic location. There have been reports of supposed supernatural activity at Highgate Cemetery in London, England. This has led to the creation of an urban legend known as the Highgate Vampire. The story became a media sensation in the 1970s. The Highgate Vampire is an urban legend that has captivated and terrified Londoners for decades. The story is centered around a supposed vampire or supernatural entity haunting Highgate Cemetery in London. The legend began to take shape in the late 1960s when reports emerged of a tall, dark figure with piercing eyes haunting the cemetery. On the 24th of December, 1969, David Farrant, a self-proclaimed psychic and witch, claimed to have seen a gray figure, which he considered to be supernatural. This figure was later identified by Sean Manchester, another self-proclaimed vampire hunter, as a vampire. The media quickly latched onto the story, embellishing the tale with stories of the vampire being a king of the vampires or of practicing black magic. The legend reached its peak in the 1970s when a mass vampire hunt was organized. Hundreds flocked to the cemetery, leading to public disorder and further cementing the legend in popular culture. While many claim to have seen the vampire, there is no concrete evidence to support its existence. Skeptics argue that the sightings can be attributed to collective hysteria, misidentification, and hoaxes. Some posit that the vampire was merely an individual practicing black magic. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the hauntingly beautiful Highgate Cemetery. As we leave behind the silent whispers of the past, remember, every moss-covered stone here has a story to tell. Stories of people who once walked the same ground we do today. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more hidden gems with me, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Until our next adventure, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, History is all around us. Signing off from Highgate Cemetery, England. Goodbye